Lieutenant James Glenn will be flying the Sopwith Pup, reminding you that we are in the centennial of the Great War, the war to end all wars. Meanwhile, though, in front, we're going to try to start this. Here we go with the rotary engine.
Oh, come on, baby.
Oh.
Almost had it.
Once this engine starts, you're gonna be treated to something else up here. We're gonna cease narration for a while because you're not gonna need any. Remember, this is not a radial engine. The cylinders are in a circle. It's called a rotary because the entire engine spins and produces one of the most distinct sounds in all of aviation.
Now what they're doing is they're priming the engine right now. They're popping open one of the valves and they're squirting a little bit of alcohol in there to get the engine started.
Alcohol?
Gasoline. Gasoline? I'm sorry, I thought they were using alcohol.
No, they used that before in the comedy race.
We're going to use that after this show too, you and I especially.
Well, let's see now. We're going to get this. One of the reasons talking about petroleum products was the reason the entire engine had to spin was because it helped everything cool so much better when in an era before the oils we take for granted now.
Well, one of the things about this engine is it's based on a stationary design. The reason the cylinders rotate is because that's how they cool them. They just adapted the engines for aircraft use. This is a very rare Rhone Rotary engine. This engine is period correct for this airplane. And this is one of only 2 airplanes that are flying on the Rhone Rotary engine. The rest of them are using modern either Lycoming or Continentals. Here we go. All right, everybody, let's all think happy thoughts here. She's trying. You'll see it as that propeller spins backwards. That's a cylinder firing, pushing the engine backwards. We want it to go forwards, though. Here we go.
Okay, one of 2 operational engines of any sort in the world.
Now that you got it started, it doesn't want to quit.
By the way, when one of those engines, when they operate, the smoke that is coming off is basically castor oil. You know that very often a pilot would land in one of those planes and need to walk around behind a building somewhere, as a matter of fact.
Castor oil very much has bad effects on the human body. Now, one of the reasons that they wore scarves back then, besides looking really dashing, they used the scarf to clean off their goggles because the castor oil just gets flung everywhere.